Thaddeus sneered. Quinn really thinks they're so put together, but everyone knows the real reason they can't keep a job. Total train wreck. I was in the kitchen, but the open plan layout of Aunt Beatrice's house meant his words carried clearly across the Thanksgiving dinner table. I just smiled, calmly pouring myself more iced tea. For 25 years, Thaddeus had been the sibling who thrived on my setbacks. Started with subtle digs about my college choices, escalated to undermining my relationships, and finally, constant passive-aggressive comments about my career ambition. During a brief industry downturn that left me temporarily unemployed, he'd used it to paint me as incompetent to anyone who would listen. I always tolerated it, defending him to others, even lending him money multiple times he never repaid. I maintained an accommodating persona, always trying to be the supportive sibling. But that Thanksgiving, something inside me went cold. He continued, honestly, Quinn's just lucky mom and dad still fall for their struggling artist act. Pathetic, really. Always has been, always will be. That's when I knew. This wasn't about emotion, it was about strategic action. My first call was to Zan Davies, a defamation attorney. Over the next 5 weeks, I meticulously gathered evidence, screenshots of his posts to mutual friends on Instagram, recorded calls of him badmouthing me to family members, and witnessed statements from friends who confirmed he'd fabricated stories. I compiled text messages where he'd asked for a $5,000 loan, always right after spreading lies about my financial instability. I secured my new marketing director role, ensuring my professional reputation was solid before making my move. The papers were served at his co-working space on the exact day he was expecting another loan from me for his failing startup. He looked confused, then angry. Quinn, it was just jokes. Family stuff, come on. You fabricated my history. Your lies cost me opportunities. Copies of the lawsuit, detailing his online gossip and the recorded conversations, had already been sent to my parents, grandparents, and the mutual friends he'd targeted. The court ruled in my favor. Thaddeus was ordered to pay $25,000 in damages for defamation. His startup lost its meager investor funding when news of the lawsuit broke. He moved back in with our parents, exiled from most of our family and friend circles. I thrived in my new role, surrounded by genuine connections, finally free. Thaddeus, the one who called me a struggling artist, is now living out his own pathetic, artless version of it.